I am just getting to editing this review now, and I just realized that Ben and I sound high as the entire time. This was shot at 11:30 at night. We were both tired, and we were also both whispering to make sure we didn't wake anyone. So that's why this review is slightly ASMR style. Back to the awesome content. Let's go. Oh, hey Ben, how you doing? Oh, your mic is off. Let's fix that. This was a life-changing, mind-altering experience, wasn't it?
It was beautiful.
All right, so let's just kick it off.
Oh,
It's like 11:30 at night, and
no, it's not all there.
it's 11:06. I rounded up, and we just watched the cult movie that has been circulating around the internet. Everyone's talking about it. This is the Velocipastor. And I first picked this movie out being like, oh god, this is going to be absolute trash. Ben is gonna hate it. We can just pick it apart, we can make fun of it. Like kind of what we did with Evil Bong. And then
Oh no, this was all work of art.
we watched this movie and we actually enjoyed it unironically. It's a weird experience because it's a very cheap movie.
Yeah.
But I felt like they knew what they were doing, and I feel like they actually put effort into this. Like, some of the camera work is pretty good.
Yeah, they knew exactly what they were doing. They were just like, because sometimes they say a line of dialogue and then they have it in big text on the screen. And then there was one part where they go to this exorcist guy, and not the Velocipastor, but the guy that's above him, he was like, the last time I went to him was during the war, and there's this like 3-minute sequence, and it doesn't relate back to the guy that they're meeting at all. It's amazing.
There's this other part where it's basically a music video, the way it's edited, and like it looked like a music video, and it looked professional. In fact, the camera work looked very professional too. Oh, and some of the acting was also really good. Like Carol, the main woman, her acting, I liked it. Her character, she was a very, very likable character. She was well acted. She gave a monologue towards the beginning of the movie that I actually thoroughly enjoyed, unironically.
You guys talk all the time about helping people. This might actually be the first time in your life you can.
By what? Killing people?
Yes!
It just plays itself so straight. In fact,
Yeah.
everyone in the movie did a good job except for the main character, but I felt like the main character
Well, no, they did that on
way on purpose.
They did this all on purpose.
Yeah. So technically speaking, everyone's acting was very good.
Like there was parts where people looked like they got killed, and they came back. And we're not going to spoil it because you should watch it. If you can watch it for free on Tubi. It's this site that's legal that has some pretty big movies on it that you could watch.
I went into this 100% thinking I was going to hate it. I'm not going to lie. And I love when a movie just flips your expectations. I felt kind of the same way with Underwater. I didn't think I'd like it too much. I thought it would be like a generic sci-fi movie, but I ended up really liking that movie.
Yeah, well the difference is Underwater was an actual, like they tried to make that an actual movie, and this was just a joke for an hour and 10 minutes.
All right, but we have to clarify that a joke for an hour and 10 minutes does not mean it's bad.
No, because it's not. Like, Raptor was painful to sit through because it was trying to be a movie. Cats was also trying to be a movie, but this knew exactly what it was like. Thanksgiving, it knew exactly what it was going to be, and it went along with it. And it didn't care about continuity or plot. It seemed like it was more like a parody.
Except done well. I actually did like the plot, and I did like the characters, which is a major difference between this and, say, like, Raptor or Evil Bong. I've never actually talked about a good movie, so I'm struggling to find words to describe this, but, like, it's just pleasant, and it knows what it's doing, and it got so much genuine laughter out of me.
Yeah, because
And I
this
felt
this is
satisfied.
also like The Room, where because The Room, they were making it and Tommy Wiseau wanted it to be a good movie, but these guys knew. They're like, yeah, we're gonna make this purposely bad. As bad as it could be. There's like continuity. There's a part in the beginning where something happens to the main character and he's told to go for a drive, and there's like a 2 minute
No, he's told to go on a
intro.
trip. He's told to
He's
go on a
told to go on
trip.
a trip, and we just see him driving, and then the next scene it cuts as he's walking around the woods, and it says China.
It's literally just filmed in someone's backyard. It was the greatest thing ever. Also, my favorite part was when he transforms into the Velocipastor and he loses all his clothes and he ends up at the main character Carol's house. And then they go back to
Yeah,
the
she gives
scene
him a
of what
dress. There was a lot of like funny, like genuine laughter.
Speaking of editing, this is a very well put together movie. There's some really creative shots, like when the father is speaking to the Velocipastor character. It's a really cool shot of him superimposed next to him. And then there's a scene in Confession where he's talking to this bad guy. As he's getting angrier, the shot of the bad guy slowly pans in on one side of the screen.
Yeah, it was clever.
But my favorite part of the movie was they had the one character bathed in red light and the other bathed in green light.
Yeah,
The lighting was really
it was
good.
really cool. It kind of reminded, I don't know why, but there were parts of this movie that reminded me of Hulk. Like when he's turning into him.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when he's stumbling around after.
Now the question is, were there any negatives?
I just wish it was longer. They kind of joke about Christianity a lot, and I'm Catholic, but I could take a joke when it comes to that stuff. And the Velociraptor, the costume is garbage. It is, and that was also, I think, on purpose. It looks like this hunchback thing, and it doesn't even have the toe claws.
Looks like Ben's Halloween costume from last year.
Yeah, it looks like one of those inflatable costumes.
There's so much good stuff about this movie. It totally outweighs the bad.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as the first joke hit, I was like, okay, this is going to be something different. This is going to be something that I'm going to actually enjoy.
The end fight was pretty funny.
Oh, yes, that was. That was
'Cause-
so over the top, and it was the best.
A lot of the part in the beginning was when he's able to turn into this raptor because there's like a tooth that he gets from this like Chinese lady, and she's like, you have to destroy it, and he's like, I can't understand, because she's speaking in Chinese. He's like, I can't understand you, and she can't understand him, so there's really no point to the conversation. And she's speaking, and he was like, oh, so you want me to keep it? And then she was like, yeah, and then she dies. But there were so many funny things.
Support this movie any way you can. It's great. But there are some movies, like say that like Sharknado, that are bad just to be bad, and end up being bad. This is how you do it right. You add the right amount of wit, the right amount of jokes, and then fuse it with like actually good camera editing and good shot composition. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's honestly better than some stuff that's coming out in theaters these days, and I
had more fun with this than I did with Rise of Skywalker.
What do you think for a rating?
I think I'm just gonna give it an 8. I think.
I'm gonna give this an 8. I'm gonna give this an 8.5. I would have given it a 9. I did. The scene you mentioned with the priest that had nothing to do with it, while it was funny, kind of took me out of the story a little bit. But that's
that might have been. There's a lot of stuff like, because the thing that's tough is there's stuff that's bad in this movie that you don't know if it was intentional, but I'm pretty sure it was because it was so over the top.
It was a good movie though. 8 out of 10. 8.5. I mean, yeah, 100%. I definitely watch this. I'm shocked that we actually found a good movie, and this dethrones Shark Attack 3 as the best movie we've reviewed.
Oh,
Oh no, sorry. No, this movie, since we gave it dethrones cats.
It seems by merely mentioning the movie Cats, I have sent Ben into a catatonic state. It's been about 3 weeks and he hasn't woken up yet. The good news is I think I found a cure, and that is if you smash that like button and comment, "Get well soon, Ben." And I will never mention that movie around him again. In all seriousness, though, thank you for watching this review. Don't forget to stay safe, stay indoors, practice social distancing, and most importantly, don't lick any doorknobs.